guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions makeup video with a few products that I recently picked up and haven't had a chance to sit down and play with yet. I've had some of these for a few weeks and some of them I just recently got, so I've been very anxious to play with them, and I'm so excited that I finally have a chance to go ahead and sit down and play with these items. Some of them are brand new, while others are products that have been around for a while that I just recently got my hands on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do my full face using some of these items, and then whatever other products that I don't have that are new, I'll just use my favorites in that category. And then I will leave down below all the products and I'll put which ones are new and also like how they wore throughout the day, whether if I recommend them or not. So you guys can definitely check out the down bar for my thoughts and opinions on these products. So the first product that I picked up is this little trial mini size of the Hourglass Mineral Primer Veil. And I've heard really great things about this primer, so I was really excited that Sephora had this for the points. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that on my face. It has like this little spatula thing. I don't know if the full size one has this little spatula thing, but it's pretty cool because it scoops out all the product. Might have used way too much. It feels really nice in the skin. Yeah, it makes my skin feel really nice and velvety. I don't see that it does much for the pores, but it's nice. And I thought it was gonna leave like a white cast. Kind of gives like a little glow to the skin. Just gonna use my regular eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay. And then I don't have any new brow products, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows with Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Pencil, which has been one of my favorites, and I'm in the shade Soft Brown. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly fill in my eyebrows and I'll be right back. Alright, so my brows are done. If you guys do want to see an updated brow routine, just let me know down below in the comments and I'll do a video solely dedicated to brows only. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette, and it looks like this. I don't know if you guys know, but Dose of Colors recently came to Ulta, which I was so excited about because I've always wanted to try Dose of Colors. I just didn't want to order it off online because I didn't really know if I was gonna like it or not, and it was pretty pricey. I didn't want to spend a lot of money and end up hating it, so I was really excited when it came to store because I could swatch the products and whatnot. I recently did a tutorial using one of the Dose of Colors like 5-pan eyeshadows, which I absolutely love, and I'll post it in one of these little corners here for you guys to see. I saw this baby when I went to Ulta, and originally it's priced at $50, which I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $50 on 10 eyeshadows. Like, I felt like that was too much money for 10 little eyeshadows. But then there was a sale where this was like 30 or 40% off, and then it was like $30, and plus with having my Ulta points, I knocked the price down to $20, which I thought was more reasonable to spend on this eyeshadow palette. So then I went ahead and picked it up, and I've yet to play with it. I have swatched it. I don't know if you guys can really see the finger marks, but I have swatched it a few times. So I'm gonna start off with the color here called Map, which is a really nice, pretty transition shade. And I'm gonna use a Morphe M507 brush, and I just like to blend that all in the crease. And I really get kind of messy with it. Like, I'm not really neat when I put in my transition shade because I want it to be nice and seamless, so I really go to town with this. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Locket, which is a really pretty brown, like medium brown shade. You can also use this as a transition shade. It's a little darker and warmer, so I'm just gonna put that in the crease. I really don't know what I'm gonna do today. I really want to use the black in here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this Morphe M507 brush, and this is one of the new Morphe brushes. So Morphe is also sold at Ulta, and this brush in particular isn't new, but they've repackaged everything since the new like rebranding. So I picked up one of the brushes because I wanted to see if it still had if they still kept the quality of Morphe, and from what I can tell, I think they did. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that key color and a little bit of Locket and mix both of them together. I'm gonna put that in the crease to blend out that brown that we just applied. Alright, so that's a little bit more blended out. We'll keep working on that though. So I'm going to grab this little tiny brush here, and I'm going to take some of that key color again, and I'm going to take a little tiny bit of the onyx color. And I'm just going to start applying that on the outer corner of the eye. This black is very, very intense from what I can tell. And then going in with my M433 brush again, blending out all the edges. This has no additional product in it. So then I'm going to go back into that brown color, which is called Key, and just apply that right on top. I really like how these eyeshadows are blending. They are blending out very nicely. So I'm going to go back in with the M507 brush and take some of that brown color again. And we're going to just go ahead and deepen up in this crease area here. And I have decided to do a half cut crease. So I'm going to go in with one of my new concealers that I recently picked up. And this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Correct and Contour. It's a mouthful. I picked up the shade C11. I felt like they had like the little tester of C12, but they didn't have it in stock. I felt like C12 probably matched me a little better. This one's more cool. C12 was more warm. So this concealer is supposed to be a good dupe for the Shape Tape, which I don't even own anyway. So I guess we'll see. So I'm using the Morphe M224. I used to use it to apply my eyeshadow, but I have a new brush for that we're going to try out today. So I thought, let me use this for what it's supposed to be used for, which is concealer, and I'm going to use it to cut out the crease. And what I'm doing right here in this area is I'm just taking the brush and flicking it towards the inner part of the eye, and this is going to help to blend that out. So then I'm going to go ahead and use some of the color here called Gemstone, which is probably the prettiest color in this palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Morphe M167 brush, which I saw this at Ulta and I was like, why don't I pick it up? It looks nice. It's a nice flat synthetic brush, and right now it seems to be applying the product a lot better than what my M224 brush was doing. So I really like that, because before I had to really build it up, while this I felt like it built up the intensity pretty quickly. And then I'm going to go into the shade Diamond, which is right here, and I'm just going to take Diamond and put it right in between the darker color and the lighter color. And what I'm doing is just wisping it towards the front of my eye. Back in with the M507 brush with no extra product, and just blend out that little harsh line we created. I got a few of the ColourPop Supernova shadows, and I'm going to go ahead and use two of the ones that I got. So this one is in the shade Now or Never, and this one is in the shade Prelude. So this one looks like it's a white, like a champagne color, but it has like a pink iridescence. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the lid on top of this, and I think it'll just make it pop. Wow, that's really pretty. I did pick up a few of the darker shades. These are like the reds. I was thinking of using them, but because of the lip color that I'm going to use, which I can't tell you right now what it is, I decided to change it. We go ahead and do my eyeliner really quick off camera. Like I said earlier, if you guys want to see that, let me know down below in the comments and I will post a video for you guys. I'll quickly go ahead and do my eyeliner off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that my eyeliner is done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face really quick and just quickly use some of my hard candy corrector. And I did do a full face routine makeup tutorial. I recently just did that, so I'll go ahead and put that in the cards for you guys to check out as well. So I'm just quickly using some of my corrector, and the reason why I use corrector is because I have a lot of darkness in my face, like under my eyes obviously, and then around my mouth I have darkness, so when I put on a foundation sometimes it tends to look really ashy in those areas, so it's just to correct that. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some of that Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. It has this ginormous doe foot applicator, which is very similar to the ColourPop one. So this one has like a little like hole in the inside. I guess that's what holds the product in there. I don't know. This is supposed to be full coverage. Putting that around the nose, highlight my face. I probably actually should have gotten a shade a little lighter because this one is pretty close to my skin tone. I'm going to use this brush from Crown and I'm just going to go ahead and stipple that into my face. I'm trying to use more stippling motions under my eyes, especially because I don't want to get wrinkles. And I noticed that my makeup artist brushes we're doing that. So then I'm really excited. I'm gonna go ahead and do one half with one foundation and one half with the other foundation. I'm really excited that I was able to get my hands on this foundation because I've been wanting to try it out for so long now, but they've been out of stock for like literally months. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, and I'm gonna use that on this side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use a good dupe, and this is the Maybelline 24-hour foundation, and this is in the shade 312 Golden, and this one is in the shade 420G Toffee. I don't want to use too much because I don't know how much coverage, well, this is supposed to give full coverage, but I don't know how like intense it's gonna look. And I'm using a Bare Minerals precision face brush. So right off the bat, it does look like it's a little tiny bit darker than my neck. I don't know if you can really tell. I was scared to get 410 because I felt like it was, the description said light tan and this one said tan, so I just didn't want to get it where it was too light, but I don't think it's too noticeable. So then we're going to use this one on this side. Same brush. Alright, so from what I can see, it looks like this one might be just a little bit too light. So this one's a little too dark and this one's a little too light. So I wonder if I mix the two, that'll make a better color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a tiny bit of both, put it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use that on my nose, in the center of my forehead, and on my chin, because I didn't really get too much foundation in those areas because I was trying to be as precise as possible without messing up my makeup. So this is the Maybelline and this is the Huda. You can see the Maybelline is definitely lighter than the Huda. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix both of them. And the Huda has like a interesting smell, but I don't mind it. It's not too overbearing. Yeah, so both of them mixed together I feel like make a better match for my skin. So then I'm gonna go ahead and set my face really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this Kat Von D Golden Locket powder. This is like a highlighting powder. It was on sale for like I think 10 bucks at Sephora, and I was like, let me try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the crown brush. This is like a nice tapered one, and I'm gonna go ahead and just set my under eyes. So what I like to do is I like to look up. And I'm gonna let this sit really quick and then I'll be right back. I went ahead and wiped off the baking or the powder under my eyes as soon as I like put it on because I don't want it to be too bright under there. Then I went ahead and contoured my face and did my blush. So then for highlighter, I have a few different highlighters because I have a problem. I really do. So I have these three that I got at the drugstore. Well, I got at Walmart. These two are from Milani, and then this one is from Flower Beauty, which I've been wanting to try this one out for a while. So this one has like more pretty colors, which I probably won't end up using this one today. And then this one has like your more wearable colors, so it has a nice pink, a gold, and like pearl. So I probably am gonna use this one for my inner corner. We'll see how that is, but I'm gonna use this one for my cheeks. So this is, like I said, the Flower Beauty. It has three different highlighters there, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix the three because why not. And then I'm using this new e.l.f. highlighter brush that was like $3, and I'm gonna just use this on this side and then use my regular highlighter brush on the other side. So I really like the formula. Let's try it with my regular highlighter brush. Ooh, that's blinding. So if you want more intensity, use a smaller brush. So I think I like my brush better. So I really like this highlighter a lot. Very poppin'. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use some of the Now or Never, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the inner corner. And that just really made it pop. So then I was really excited to see these at Ulta. This is the Whaley Hoang times Luxie Lash Kit. I know I'm not pronouncing that right at all. But these are mink, or not mink, but Luxe lashes from e.l.f., which e.l.f. usually has like those really cheap plastic looking lashes, but these look really promising. Ooh, and it comes with a little lash applicator too. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Kiss Lash Glue. I've used e.l.f. lashes before in the past and they're the worst things ever. So I was really excited to see that they came out with a nice hair that doesn't look super fake and plasticky. At least in the box it doesn't. So that's what they look like. You can still see some of the lash glue there. It'll dry clear though. They're really natural. They don't look super plasticky. Still drying a little bit, but they do kind of feel plasticky. So They would probably be better if I had them without liner, but like you could probably see them more without liner. They're nice though. They're nice, like probably everyday lashes. Very wispy. Waiting for my lash glue to dry. I did apply too much lash glue. You don't need as much as you think. So then finally I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips using the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Veronica, which I've been wanting the shade forever. This is the finished look. I am very pleased with how this look came out. The foundations both feel very lightweight on the face. They don't feel like heavy at all. You really can't tell that they're both different. The lipstick, I like, it's really lightweight. I think they reformulated it because I remember the Anastasia lipsticks being a lot drier than how they feel right now. Oh, sorry, my hair is really bothering me. The highlighter is nice. It really does give like a nice wet look to the face, which I really like. The lashes aren't my favorite, but they're not horrible either. And then the eyeshadow, I like the way that the eyeshadow blends, but I just wish that it was a little bit more, like there was more eyeshadows in there, or maybe they didn't put as many red tones. Like there's like 3 different like reddish colors in here, and I feel like they could have just done just the one, and then probably added like another brown shade in here that was like in between this shade and then maybe the black, like a nice dark chocolate brown, or I don't know, just something a little different in here. I do like it. It's not my favorite eyeshadow palette ever. I like the formula of it a lot though. The formula is really nice. Like I said, it does blend out very nicely, and I think that's it. That's all the makeup. Oh yeah, and the Super Shock shadows. I mean, not Super Shock. The Supernova shadows, you guys know those are my favorites from ColourPop, and I really love this color a lot. It is so beautiful. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, if you guys have any requests at all, please make sure you guys do leave them down below in the comment section, so that way I know what to film for you guys, because honestly sometimes I feel like I don't know what to film for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then,